Yo, what is up? How we doing? How are we doing? We got two people in here. Yeah, Bitcoin's trying to push again here. What's up, Ross? What's up, Silver, my man? If you guys are still in here, I'll wait for people to come in. There's no one here. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see what Bitcoin can do here. I don't know if you're listening, Ross, but you said can Pepe 100x? Pepe? Pepe to the moon? I mean, if people are going to buy this coin, it's down here on the bottom, hugging the 236. It's scrolling up. We already saw Chill Guy and what was the other one? Yeah, we're gonna wait for more people to show up. There's only one person in here. No notifications. That's nuts because over 12,500 subscribers and no one ever gets notified. No one ever knows when we're going live. That's why no one ever shows up. Let's see. What's up, Isaac? How you doing? Yeah, just kind of waiting for more people to show up. Bitcoin's starting to push a little bit, and no one's here. But let's see, what is Chill Guy doing? Chill Guy was trying to full send earlier. Chill Guy, just a chill guy to the moon. She's still in the same spot. Came down a little bit. What's up, Crypto Homes? How you doing? Yeah, is there anything else moving? Yeah, what did ZBC? Oh yeah, ZBCN I think topped out. Slightly higher high. Oh. We'll see. She's back up a little bit. Yeah, nice rebound. I mean, yeah, is ZBCN about to take out of here? Move out of here? I mean, the weekly or the 3 day MACD, stock RSI, everything's still bullish on it. The only thing I pointed out in the update was, let me get one of these off. We'll just get the MACD off. What is this? Weekly candles. Yeah, the only thing I was pointing out is there's bearish divergence on the stock RSI. Making higher highs, and then now we're making lower highs on the indicator here. So we will see what happens. That's why I don't use divergence a lot, because it never plays out. What's up, Eldor? What's up, Raphael? Bad idea, AI. XPR. Yeah, how you guys doing? I think you said XPR, because you guys never asked for XRP. Yeah, she's still not doing anything. It kind of reminds me of XRP. The weekly momentum is starting to slowly shift up, but we're clearly not doing anything. And I would just keep it simple, but I'll show you what I mean about XRP. But High to the low, you're over the 3-2, possible breaking out, but you got to get over 4. If you can get over 4, then there's a breakout to the upside. Because we can clearly pull this here and say you're still in the falling wedge. So as long as you're over 3-3, you're bullish. Break over 4, you're bullish in the other direction. Bullish to move up. But where's my thing? But XRP, last time XRP blasted out of here, it did the same thing. It just went sideways and it just was doing nothing, and then it just left. And we're doing the same thing again. There's just no volume coming in, just like right here, and then it took off. So I keep saying it. I think we're getting ready for a large move. We're getting ready. So XRP, and like I was pointing out on the XPR chart, it's doing the same thing. There's just nothing happening. There's nothing. So we may be getting ready to get a nice move to the upside. Bad idea. What's that? Beat Monkey. Oh, not Beat Monkey. Beat Munsky. I can't even say your name, dude. Beat, we'll call you. Amp. Bad idea. But yeah, I mean, XPR here doesn't look bad. Especially when you zoom out to the monthly. It had that double bottom with the higher low. And it's holding up. If it can just go to over 4, then it'll have a nice little spike to the upside. At least to the 0.5. That's not a bad move. That's a 2x. So if it's going for a higher high. Yeah, when I say a good move out of these coins, I'm looking at this 3 to 5x's on these coins to start this thing off already. No alt season, but just a move. XPR to the 618 at a penny. Be a 3.5, almost a 4x. Bad idea AI. What was it? I forget. It's Chill Guy. Found the bottom. And then I think it was Popcat I did. But yeah, Popcat and Chill Guy look like they're about to start running. I mean, Chill Guy's already starting to. Bad idea AI. Yeah, if this is going to follow suit with all these coins on the bottom, all these coins are starting to pump up. Well, not all of them, but bad idea AI is down below the macro 236. So on the macro, however many zeros that is, 1.8 and then 3.3. Until you get over 3.3, you're not macro bullish. That's where it got stuck last time. But short term on bad idea, doesn't look horrible. It's got a little curl up going. The whole market's doing the same thing. So you're above the final 786 support after hitting the bottom again. So we'll just keep it simple. Short term, you got to get over 148. Bottom is in over 11. You got to get bullish over 148. If you can get bullish there, breakout is over 2.3. That'll confirm this move down is officially over once you get over the 618. So bullish over the 3.2, breakout over the 618. But I mean, it's not in a bad spot down here. Overall, though, you are still making lower lows, so just keep that in mind. But hold on. So if that is the bottom, if 786 retracement would give you a 13.5x up to 17, taking away a 0, it looks like. And bad idea AI. If you want a moonshot on it, it'd be all the way up there to, what is that, 5 6 zeros, and this is 5 zeros 1. It'd be a 97x. Is Ross in the building yet? Yeah, someone find Ross. But the same thing, let's see, Popcat. Yeah, I'm gonna do AMP. Yeah, Popcat looks like it's about to take off. It's holding steady. over the 382. Got a little bull flag, pennant, whatever you want to call this pattern forming here. And the fact that on the, what was it, the daily stock RSI? Yeah, the daily stock RSI is about to reset down here. And the fact that you're holding is, that looks good. And Popcat looks good here. AMP. Is anyone going to buy AMP? That's the question. Older coin. It's been around forever. But we will look and see what she's doing. She's doing like the rest of the market. It looks like DIA and all these other coins. Yeah, what was the coin we were looking at? Yeah, it looks like one of these other coins that I just covered. I can't remember what it was, but it's holding this, clearly holding this macro 618 support and resistance area. So as long as you're over 3203.38, you have a shot at going back up here. Didn't quite come down to the final 786 support like some of these coins did, but it doesn't have to. That's the reason for that green line. But you're sitting on the 618 right here, getting squeezed at the moment, right below 4 at 236. But macro monthly chart, it doesn't look horrible. So what we'll simply do is say you got to stay over that 618, and then short term to see if this thing's gonna erase this move down. A retracement up to 5.5 to be bullish, and then clearly 382.618, and that would be your breakout and bullish point. Bullish on the macro, and then your move down over 7.8. But like I keep saying on some of these older coins, if I had AMP for some reason, I mean, I guess AMP's on Coinbase, ain't it? I don't know. If AMP is still chopping around and I get to roll over into it, 618 retracement up to 2 pennies will be your 5.5x. So that's probably very possible. 5 to 10x on these old coins. So AMP for a 12x would be 4.5, probably 5 pennies. But it's not a bad overall chart. It's just going sideways. Damn, where'd the chat go? But I would never buy AMP. Only if I had a lot of money rolling through and it was still doing nothing. That's the only reason it would be on my list. XPR is a sleeping giant. What's up, Charmander? How you doing, my man? What's up, Cha? How you doing? Has Ponky put in a bottom? Maybe. A lot of these meme coins are putting in bottoms and starting to move. Earlier today, Chill Guy looked like it was just going to take off, but it stopped at its tracks. Ponky, where's Ponky at? Is that a deck screener coin? Ponky on Mexi. Let me pull up deck screener, get a better chart for Ponky. So I thought Ponky was a frog or something crazy. Yeah, Ponky on Soul, a monkey. There we go. What are we at? 10 cents. All right, it's the same chart. We'll just keep it here. Is the bottom end on Ponky? He says. Let's see. I mean, all of these coins are doing the same structure on bottoms, and then they're starting to pump up a little bit. So you're over the 0.5. That really tells us nothing. But all these coins look like this. They ran up and then they just died back down. I would just keep it simple on Ponky. We're just going to go from the high to the low and the low to the high. Just like the other coin we just looked at, it's getting stuck at the first 236 on the weekly. So you got to get over 12 and then 18 to be bullish, breakout over 33. But yeah, we've seen this already. The little double bottom with a lower high and then it just goes, but you're getting stuck at the moment. So no, the bottom's not in until you get over that 236 there. If you can get over that price at 12.4, then you can say the bottom is in. But there's no telling with these coins. Short term, you're bullish right now. You're holding the 382. Oh no. Not looking promising on the monthly. You can clearly see what I'm saying. I don't know, we'll see. Every time I draw a pattern, it goes the other direction. So very strong move down, and clearly there's a triangle continuation pattern forming here. So what did Dog and Me do? Because we looked at a similar pattern on Dog and Me, and it started to break down. Did she continue? Yeah, she's still breaking down. Did you buy Ponky? We got Eldor for 2 ASM price prediction. I appreciate the 2, my man. Degenerate gambling monkey. Yeah, it's hard to say with Ponky if the bottom is in there. It's not forming the best structure that I've seen on some of these coins that came down like that. But it could very well be. The fact that it bounced and is trying. Yeah, I would just keep it simple. If you can get over 12, the bottom is in. ASM for my man. ASM. We haven't looked at ASM in forever. Did she ever get over the 6618? I believe this is the right coin, ain't it? Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, but you're holding up macro-wise. It is one of the coins that put in a lower high. So we'll see what happens. It's still holding the trend though. Low to the high. You hit the 786 already. You're pretty much holding the 618 now at 2.4. And you're holding the bottom of the, you're holding this trend line here. So it's not a bad spot to say, hey, the bottom is in. It's time to go up. And on top of that, from that high, you're clearly putting in another double bottom with a higher low here. So what we'll do is we'll zoom in. Let me get that one off. So until you get back over 2.8, you're not bullish on the macro at the moment. And then we'll go wrong tool. Damn it. We'll see if there's extra support here. So you're holding that 618 pretty much, and then low to the high. Yeah, you just tagged the 786. You hit the trend. I would have to say that's the bottom on ASM. Tagged it. You're holding. And that's what we've been going over on all these coins. And now we're starting to see some move up. Not as fast as we like, but we get what we can get. So potentially sitting on the bottom for ASM. It has to get up over. Yeah, this was the coin. Because if we go from the high to the low, you guys remember the double 618, 666 level. We tried to get over it back here when we were looking at it. So we're back down at the bottom. Bullish over 666. Or a breakout potentially. If it can finally get a weekly candle to get up here and close. And then ASM to a new high would be a 29, almost a 30x up to 70 cents. And a decent little 5x to 12. Yeah, and clearly if you go out to the monthly candles, you got to get a monthly candle to close over the 618 at that level, and then a monthly close over 786. That's where you keep getting stuck. What's up, Hash? I appreciate the tube, my man. What's up, Robert? Killed it this week on ZBEC. Been buying since 777. What's up, O House? Yeah, I know. ZBCN, it was on the bottom and I chose the other coin. And then ZBCN flew. So I never get lucky. It still looks bullish on the macro here. It made a higher high. The weekly candles are still bullish. Still momentum up. 3-day candle got bought back up again. So she still may hit the 786 at 2 and wick above it. So she may not be done yet. But just notice back here when we were doing the same thing, the stock RSI, once it crossed bearish, it was over. And they're curling toward each other. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we get that one last little push up for whatever and then it's over. Just be careful. So if you're holding and you're just going to hold for the moon, could be the top and could not be the top. But every time the stock RSI crosses bearish and the blue crosses below the orange, it's over. And they're getting dangerously close. Damn. Yeah, what did XC ended up doing? Swiftcoin. Yeah, I think XCN's coming down to a penny. If it didn't get back over 16. Where's our chart? There we go. Oh my god. Yeah, I never know what XCN's gonna do. We cover it every day and we try, but it's just slow death again. This thing just, it rockets up and then it just slowly dies. And it's just doing it again. It's playing with our emotions. It's down below the 382, so no longer bullish. And that puts in play coming down to the penny 618. Did Swiftcoin ever get over a penny and a half? Probably not, because you guys would have been asking for it. It's going to the moon. Swiftcoin, nope. She's still going sideways, but on the daily short term, that tells us nothing really. Back out to the macro weekly chart. Yeah, she's just not doing anything. It's still holding up bullish. Or the chart rather, not the price. I believe it's here, isn't it? Yeah, that 15 area, 1.5, a penny and a half, up to 16. If we can break through that, then you may have something. But yeah, I think the bottom has been put in. It's just going sideways over, what was it? Whatever that 618 was, I think was the bottom. Pretty much 8.3. As long as you're over that, the macro bottom is in. 15 up to 16. Once you get over that, then we're back to being bullish. And probably the fact that it's been getting stuck so long, when you finally get over 1.5, it's probably going to start taking off again. And it doesn't look horrible here. It's just going completely sideways. Yeah, and the high to the low is also your 382 to be bullish. So 1.5 is a big level. 1.5 and 1.6. If you can get Swiftcoin over that, then you're in business. And then of course Swiftcoin to $1. Make all you guys rich. Yeah, there's a lot of good targets on Swiftcoin if you're not aware. The first big move for a higher high is going to be a decent, yeah, that's a 7.5x to 10. And then 20 cents would be your 16x. And then 50 cents is going to be your 39x. And then $1.25 is damn near 100x. About a 96x. Yeah, Jasmine's going to run again once it gets over that macro 236 level. Once it breaks through our red box, it'll start going. I would say once it breaks back through the box, then we're back. If Jasmine's going to get bullish and start moving, Solidus to $2, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think Solidus, I think we said $2 is fair. What is she doing? Yeah, all these coins are doing the same thing. They're hitting bottoms, especially when they hit the macro bottom volume area. That's it for this thing, and she's moving. She's over the 236, so as long as you're over 4, you're bullish. Once we break through this box here, 6.5 up to 7.5, then it's probably going to start flying. Maybe. We'll see if it hits 618 and gets stuck, but it got stuck last time. But yeah, what did we say last time? Yeah, maybe $2. I mean, we have this price here of $1, but $1.20 up to $2. I would say $2 for a 40x is your gamble shot. I would personally get out at $1. Maybe $1.20, maybe $1.50 if it spikes up that high, but that's a 27x from where you are right now. And like I keep saying, not all these coins are going to do 20x's. There's just not enough to go around. There's too many coins. Yeah, LRC. What is LRC? Oh, loop ring. We haven't looked at loop ring in ages, I don't think. I guess it has, well, loop ring doing the same thing the rest of the market's doing, trying to put in a bottom, trying to pump. There's nothing bullish on this chart at all, unless we hit the final support level. So you're making lower lows and lower highs. At some point, I would imagine the bottom could be in. We go from the low to the high on the macro monthly chart. You didn't quite hit the 786. You're below the 618. You're below the 236. So, but you did tag this area here. You died resistance, and then you blew through it again, and you tagged it again. So it could be the bottom. What we'll do is go down to the smaller time frame, just to try to get some sort of confirmation for a bottom. Let's pull it up just a little bit. So clearly on the macro, bearish until you get over about 34, 35. And short term, if there's any sort of a bottom being put in, like I said, which it could be. Yeah, you got to stay over 10.5, and then if you can get over 13 with a, yeah, if you can get over 13 with a daily candle close over 13, then you're back to being bullish. And then maybe that's going to tell you the bottom is in. But short term, the bottom's trying to stay in over 10.5. And then as for where's the loop ring going to run to? Loop ring's an older coin, so if you get a 5x out of these old coins, just not financial advice, but take it and run. Take what you get. As loop ring, let's see. Yeah, there's no way. Loop ring gonna go up here and do 100x to almost $12. If you want a moonshot, that would be your official retracement, but I don't think that's gonna happen. 618 retracement is a 7.5x up to 87, and then 170 would be a 15x. So I think the highest this thing will go is probably that. Maybe it tags $2 and you're lucky. Because then that would be an 18, almost a 20x from today. Wells just bought for 40 to 50 million of LCR just after a tweet from Vitalik. He tweeted about this coin. Yeah, I mean, if you do your research on these coins, which I don't have time to do it on every coin we look at, but if there's something going on with loop ring and Vitalik's involved or something, maybe it does go higher than we anticipate. But me personally, I don't care what the news is, what the narrative is. If I get these moves here, I'm getting out, taking profit, and then I'll let, maybe my initial investment ride or a percentage of it and see if it's going to 100x. but it's still bearish and not doing anything. You got 500k Jasmy. Yeah, I can't remember how much does metal detecting have. $1 million? I can't remember. Or 10 million. Oh no, where'd we go? Where's our Jasmy chart? Did I spell something wrong? Yes, I did. Jasmy to the moon. Yeah, I think once Jasmy breaks back over our resistance area here after hitting what I consider the macro bottom, I think that was it. If you loaded up on Jasmy down there, then that's not bad at all. It's still in the same spot. It's like the whole market pumped and we're just kind of going sideways and doing nothing. It's like it's just dead. But yeah, once Jasmy gets over about 18.6, she's probably going to start moving real good. Back over this heavy resistance area. Back over our box. Jasmy to the moon. Jasmy's going to be a sleeper. Jasmy's going to pump hard. And you're going to have people coming here asking, what is Jasmy? But yeah, Jasmy definitely to a 618 retracement. So you're definitely getting a 20x out of Jasmy from today. If it holds here and you push through. So that's got to be a good feeling, knowing that you're going to get a guaranteed 20x. I mean, there's nothing guaranteed, but if Jasmy doesn't hit 30 cents, then there's something wrong. But yeah, that must be a nice feeling knowing that you got a lot of money in a coin and you're going to guarantee yourself a 20x on your investment. And then I still like $1.10. That's not that far away. Once we go vertical and Jasmy wakes up and the sleeping giant starts to move, a couple of nice large green candles spawning in here. I know people don't want to hear that, but just imagine if Jasmy tags $1. They're going to have Jasmy millionaires all over the place. Are they going to allow that? Probably not. Yeah, man, how did you make your money? Oh, I'm a Jasmy. I'm a Jasmy moon boy. It went to $1 and I got $1 million. Damn, I miss my bag of Jasmy I used to have. Oh, man. What's up, Crypto Meolysis? Yeah, I started early. What's up, Young? Yeah, there's a lot of the coins trying to break out. Everything's just getting stuck right now. So if we get Bitcoin to... we might have to wait another week. I'll show you in a minute. We may have to wait another whole week before we know what's going to happen. I mean, we've been here forever, so it doesn't matter. OXT's going to 0. Yeah, Pyth doesn't look horrible. I mean, looking at it on the chart here, I mean, it could always go lower, but I would have to imagine the bottom should be in. There's nothing telling us that yet, I don't think. Macro-wise, you're still making lower lows, lower highs. You're just, you're stuck in this downtrend, if you want to call it that. We could draw a line here, but yeah, it kind of looks like what, XPR? Or maybe the downtrend is broken, and maybe not. You're still making lower lows and lower highs, so I still consider that a downtrend. But short term on Pyth Network for Robert, high to the low. Yeah, you just got, not perfect, but you got rejected again. Let's pull this down and see if we can see anything. So we'll just keep it simple. You got to get over 15 up to 18 to put the bottom in and bullish over 19. Until then, until you break this market structure, there's nothing bullish on it, but it very well could just take off out of here and be the bottom, because I've seen it before. But it's doing the same thing over and over again. So It needs to get over those levels to put the bottom in and to stay bullish, which it's not anymore. It closed below it with a daily candle. So as long as you're below 14, let me tighten this up. As long as you're below 14, that puts in play coming all the way back down here. But if it does, if you're bullish on this project, not a bad drop. 9% drop to 12, and then 11.5 for about a 17% drop. But if you can come down here and hold a 10% drop down to 12.5, that would be good. And then one last thing, Pyth. If Pyth can hit a 786 retracement, if that's the bottom, I don't see why not. That's a 5x. That's not a bad move, up to 70 cents. And then new high on Pyth network would be 225, and that's where you get a decent 16x. And then the last thing we'll do with Pyth is just simply go from the low. I don't think there's a wick there, but we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, you just hit the 786 retracement, so that's exactly what you want to see. If this coin's not going to zero, and you know what it does, and you know it's clearly not going to zero, then that was probably your bottom. We got crypto meolysis in the house. OXT is going to zero. Turbo's trying to break out. Yeah, you guys answer the poll and hit the like button for me, please. 25 people in here. Turbo. Yeah, man, I hope we come back. Yeah, let me look at Bitcoin real quick after Turbo. Yeah, Turbo's not looking too bad. Man, it just sucks that the last couple of months we've been looking at the bottoms being put in. Seems like that's all we've been talking about, and then I couldn't even get in. And now we're getting this move on a lot of coins. It's ridiculous. Let's see, does she... Yeah, she's still getting stuck at the 618, but... doesn't look horrible. We just need a couple of coins to start going to the moon. So pretty much 006. If you can get over that, then Turbo's bullish. She's going to continue her run here, even with a daily candle. Hell, even with a 4-hour candle, could be a positive sign. But yeah, gotta get over 6. And then 007, and then she's gonna rocket up here to a new high and try to hit that 3-cent range. But yeah, if she's gunning for a higher high, this is what we're looking for. A lot of these coins to do. Yeah, that would be a 5.5x out of Turbo, up to 3 to get this thing started. OXT, what is OXT doing? Are you just gonna hold this thing to 0, my man? Yeah, OXT could be, I mean, it's doing the same thing the rest of the market's doing. This looks horrible. What is this? What is this rubbish we're looking at, my man? OXT. You'll make it. I guess I need to go look at what OXT is. That way I can understand why you like it so much. Oh no, she's losing support. So you need to get back over 6.8 and then bullish over 8. And what is this thing doing on the macro chart? Yeah, it looks like that coin we looked at earlier. Or on the macro, it ended up putting you on a lower high. I mean, it looks like the bottom should be in here. It's just not moving yet. Yeah, there's your hope. The bottom is in, my man. As long as you're over 6, you're holding very strong. That's it. It really can't go any lower than it is. So that's a good positive for you. So if you've been holding this long, In my opinion, at least, another maybe 7 to 8% dropping in that, or 7% dropping. That's it. As long as you're over 6.2, that's the bottom. Unless you get a wick below it again, that would suck. But I mean, this thing's potentially getting ready for the run, just like the other coin. I mean, if you zoom out to the macro chart, just a large double bottom, and it's holding that same level. OXT to the moon. OXT is going to rock it out of here with Jasmine. 618 retracement for a 4.5x up to 30, and then 50 cents would be an 8x. And then OXT to over $1 billion market cap. It's not a bad move. You're going to hold up to 250. Pretty much a 40x. Let me switch to music. GRT. What's up? No sleep. Wyckoff pattern since 3 years. GRT. Yeah, you know, some of these older coins will do something. Oh my god. Yeah, this one's ahead of itself. It broke the trend and put in the lower high. This was what OXT is doing, but OXT I think is on the bottom, and so is that other coin we looked at. So clearly this thing has to get back over 13 up to 24. Yeah, I mean, everything's doing the same exact thing too. Alright, what did I want to show you? Oh yeah, Bitcoin. The fact that Bitcoin, the weekly candle on Bitcoin closed below the 618. We're above it now. But the fact that this candle closed below, now we have to wait. We have to wait 6 days. If we get this candle to close above the 618 at 94.4, in my opinion, we're bullish at that point. But if it gets stuck down here below it again, then we're going to have to wait again. Because it's trying, but it's just not pushing through. Been holding since 2019. Jeez. What's up, Lord Zero? Cool. FOMC meeting this week. No cut in interest rates means Bitcoin will take a dip. Come on, we got to be bullish here. That'll probably get the candle back down, and it'll close below. But I'm still bullish, man. We're seeing the bottoms on everything. Some coins are starting to have little moves. Turbo looks like it wants to break out. Chill Guy's moving. I mean, everything's just right there, like right knocking on the door. It's just someone needs to go open the door and let us out. What's up, Mavs, man? You haven't been here in a while. What's up, Read Crypto? It's all simulated. What do you mean? You talking about crypto? Yeah, what if it's all a game and all the rich people of the world they got together, all the elites, and they invented crypto just to suck everyone in for a couple years and then get a president in there that's bullish on it, and then they're going to tell everyone to buy in, and it's going to disappear. They're going to steal all our money. Yeah, there's still hope for Spell. Spell's on the bottom. It looks like all these other charts, it's still making higher highs and higher lows. Pretty much tagged the 786 support area, so as long as you're over 5.1, the bottom is in. The trend is holding. I was hoping Spell would wait for me. Did you guys remember we were looking at Spell back here with XCN? Spell Algo XEN right in here in this accumulation, and then it was just went up, left me. Starting to do it again. Getting accumulated. Bottom is in. Once you get over the 236 again, the macro bottom is in. Why are we locked? The spell's going to be a good rollover play in my opinion. To me at least. The spell to a 618 retracement I think is very possible. So there's your 1011x to 006 and then spell to a penny. Spell to a penny would be a 24x almost. Those are my targets. Your moonshot targets is maybe a higher high up to 5, but that's almost 100x. I don't think spell's going to a 100x. Arc block. What did I type? What am I typing? ABT to the moon. Oh man. Yeah, she's doing what the rest is doing. Put in the macro bottom. We know this. Macro bottoms were put in and we got this little move, little V recovery. And you're sitting above the 382, so as long as you're over $1.02, you're bullish. Yeah, as long as you're over $1, you're bullish on arc block here. So if we can hold over $1, the price to beat, of course, is the 618 to officially get this move over with. So anywhere from 183 to about, what is that? 193. That previous high. 195 from all the way back here. And then arc block over the 786. Arc block to 30 bucks would be your 26x from today. I mean, people don't think that's I think $20 to $30 if we hold up here and we start grinding up. Why I don't see why arc block would not rocket up here. 18 to 20 bucks would be your 17x, and then $30. $30 would get you a 26x from today, pretty much. 26.5x. I think people are going to pile into arc block and PNG and Swiftcoin. They're just going to do this again, but on a grander scale, I think. But yeah, arc block to 30 bucks. Arc block for a 60x to 70 bucks. There you go. You're gonna be surprised when we look back on this when it's all over, and we're gonna look at the list of coins that did the most moves from the time alt season started, and then it's gonna say arc block 63 100% move. Can Swift go to a 100? No. Maybe in the future, but it's going to be lucky if it hits $1. I think it's going to hit $1 maybe, but it's going to be lucky if it hits $1. $1.25. Oh wow, we got 30 people in here. How many votes we got? 27. Oh no, XCN's winning. We got no sleep for 2. I appreciate that. Appreciate the 2. Treb and AUKI. Treb and AUKI. Ookie, however you say that. I'm pulling it up right now. right, let's see. Come on. Yeah, let's see here. Let me pull it up. So hopefully this is the right coin you're talking about. It doesn't look horrible. It's making higher highs and higher lows here. We're on 3-day candles. It's holding the overall bottom trend line. You can clearly see making higher lows. So it's not a bad looking chart. 39 million. And let's just see what we can see here. Low to the high real quick. Yeah, you held the 786 support. You're back above. You're trying to stay above the 0.5 at the moment. Getting stuck at the 382. So once this coin gets over 2.8, I would say she's bullish. Let's see if that lines up with another fib at 2.8. So simple high to the low off of the double bottom where it's trying. Yeah, so that's about the 0.5 area. So 2.7 to 2.8. If you can get through that, you're down below the 382 at 2.2. So not bullish at the moment in that respect. But like I said, it's curling up. It's making higher highs and higher lows. So keep it simple. We'll draw one more on the chart, but a higher high on this coin. Let's see what kind of damage it can do. Oh, that's not even that bad. I'm at 4x to 10. So I'd expect you're expecting a larger move out of this. If it can hit 35 cents, that would be a 16.5x. And then the final thing we'll do is just simply go low to the high. To see where she's going to find support and hold the higher low. Yeah, so this thing right now down below, or you're on this 3.2, so as long as you're over 2 short term here, you're bullish. But if you lose that 2, then it's simply going to come down, put in a higher low, and probably tag to 618 and drop 22%. 1.6 would be your support level. And that would create the higher low, and then it can finally start going up. Treb. This ain't nobody's sausage. Is that a coin? What the heck? Yeah, what is Treb doing here? I don't know what Treb's doing, but this is a goofy chart. Let's zoom in. Alright, there's 3-day, keep it simple. I don't remember what we said last time. Yeah, high, most recent, this high to the low came right up to the 1272 and got stuck. It pulled back. So if it can hold over 36, hold the previous level here, then you may have something. But the fact that it got stuck at that 40 rather. I don't even know if you can see this. It's so messy. So you're trying to hold the 236 and hold over the previous support. So if we can hold that level, what is that? Come on, move. If not, if it stays below 36, then only thing we can do is go low to the high. As long as you're above 3.2, you're bullish. If not, you're coming down to put in a higher low. But it seems like every time this thing pumps, it just dumps right back down. But with that being said, let's move that out of the way. If it holds the 3.2 or the 236 and the bottom is in, bullish over 48. And then if it does what it did on the smaller fib, it hits the 1272 higher high. Where's our measurement tool? That would take you from where you are right now at 35 cents up to 260, 270. And that would be a 6.5x. And if it goes higher than that, you have a 10x up to 350, and then $5 would be a 15x. All right, back over to the chat. What time is it? It's already past 6. I appreciate the 2 though. I mean, there's so many meme coins out, or I don't, not saying this is a meme coin. There's so many deck screener coins out there. Just make sure you pick the right one. I would imagine a lot of these base tokens are going to do very well, especially when all these base coins take off. First bull run for base, and then you're going to have these coins just go absolutely nuts. So it could go way higher than this if it wanted to. Way higher than that price we said. But we're looking at XPR still. We got Eldor for 2. I appreciate that. AI Tech to $2. You must have missed me. Yeah, I already answered you, my man. You didn't have to send 2, but I appreciate it. Wait, what did you say? Yeah. I already did AI Tech. AI Tech is, I would get out at $1. Could have hit $2, maybe. I don't know their coin situation. I do believe the bottom is in. The bottom is confirmed in over 4. You're holding. Once we get over this box, you're bullish. But yeah, if they're not going to release any tokens or anything like that, I would say a new high is in place. So $1.20 definitely for a 26.5x. Is it going to hit the next level and do a 40x? I mean, it could. It's not that far away. You could get a wick up to there. I mean, not far away from the previous high. So if it's going to hit $1 and wick up, you may tag that. So I can say maybe to that. But there's no way I would hold to that. But I do appreciate the 2, my man. What's up, Shala? Check LYX. LYX, what is that? Oh yeah, Luxo. Luxo to 0. She's still going down? Yeah, I mean, looking at this, you would have to gather that's the bottom. I mean, it could go down here, but you pretty much hit the 786 support, low to the high on the macro chart. You're still not bullish on it. Hopefully this is the right chart. Isn't there 2 Luxo coins now? There's an old chart and a newer chart. I think it's all the same thing. What happened? Yeah, why did the chart disappear? Is that where they made the new coin? It's just gone. But yeah, macro bottom should be in as long as you're over 6.5. I'm trying to zoom in here, but I can't see with this. Yeah, it's doing like everything else. It put in the downtrend. It just killed the coin. Came all the way down here. It finally broke the downtrend, of course. Now it's just doing this. Maybe an inverse cup and handle is forming, so we'll just keep it simple. Let's pull this down. You know what? We'll just get that out of the way. So it's getting stuck at the 236. So on the larger scale, $1.09 and then 141. If you get over that, then you're bullish. Until then, you're not. And then where are you at? Yeah, and you're hitting the final support again. So if it gets to over 8.2, then I would say that's your double bottom bounce area to move up, to try to push through 1.9 and 140. But the same thing we're seeing on so many coins. This here, some are double bottoming with a lower high, higher low. 786 is coming into play, and then they're bouncing. So it's not a bad spot here. And potentially all the way on the bottom. So that could very well be the bottom for Luxo here. Let me get this smaller one off of the chart. Yeah, if I was ever going to buy Luxo, this would be the spot. I mean, when you see the macro bottoms being put in, they're potentially setting up for a double bottom with a higher low. That's all you can do is take a stab at it. Oh, wrong one. So Luxo, if anyone's going to buy this coin and it's going to come back to life, if that is the bottom high to the low, you have to get over, I think we said the wrong price earlier, so 196, pretty much $2 up to 360, then you're bullish. Breakout is clearly over the 618 at about 964, 965. And then a 786 retracement up to $19 to $20 would be a 24 to about a 25x. Your moonshot would be the 1272 for 180x to 146. But it's called your moonshot for a reason. It's a moonshot gamble. LCX can be a game changer. Wow, I didn't know I was so far behind on the chat. What's up, David? Welcome. David's in the house. Yeah, what did I miss? What's up, David? Dave Lark's back in the building. Where you been, my man? We're just grinding away every day. We got silver for 589. How did you do that at 589? Let's go. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, my man. Always in here with the support from day one. Silver's gonna make it out of here. Hold on. Would you say well alert? That's awesome. I appreciate the 589 there. Yeah, I wish I could get, I need to get StreamYard back so I could share this stuff on the screen. Since you guys are supporting me like that. It's just I don't have the means to pay $45, $50 a month on it. 45 plus tax. But yeah, I appreciate the almost $6 there. So what is Bitcoin doing now? Yeah, man, if we could, we're over 95. Let's go. We still gotta wait though, because we gotta see where this candle closes. That sucks. We gotta wait 6 days to see what happens. And I guess we gotta wait for the FOMC to see what they say. See what they're gonna open their mouths and do to us. Oh, man. What do you mean he didn't buy garbage? Nah, I think OXT, I don't know if you were here for it, but I went over OXT. The macro bottom for OXT's in. So if you've been holding that long, yeah, you were here earlier. If you've been holding so long, it'll go up at some point. But don't be afraid to get out when you make some profit on it. Get out and never buy it again. So is there anything moving right now? Is ZBCN about to go to the moon? Can't believe that coin went without me. It's down a little bit. Still not looking horrible. What's the other coin? Peanut? What is Peanut doing? Yeah, Chill got curled up. It was looking really bullish earlier. Makes me wonder what Peanut is doing. Yeah, do you guys know what are the 5 coins that? What are the coins that Coinbase is delisting? Is it those same ones you said the other day? PRQ. Oh man, everyone piling to Peanut the squirrel. I don't know where you can buy this one at. Is this one on Coinbase? It's going completely sideways here and holding. Is that 3-day? Yeah, is Peanut the Squirrel going to be the next one up? To have a decent little run up. Yeah, it's understandable, my man. I'm the same way. I don't even want to stream most days. I'm so in the gutter with crypto and in life. It's hard to push through every day and stream. I enjoy it though. You guys take my mind off of stuff, and we get to talk for a couple hours. Yeah, today's Monday, ain't it? When are you streaming, Meolysis? Are you waiting for me to get done? What did I miss? Let's see. Oh yeah, there you go. Gala, Lit, Dar, Mines of Delarnia, Orion, and PRQ. Yeah, we already looked at LCR or LRC, whatever it's called. Yeah, she's not doing anything right now. She had a nice little run, but she's already forming a wick and getting stuck. Looking bullish on the 4-hour though. Little consolidation. But I can't snipe. I have no money to snipe with. I'm completely out. It's all done. It's all done. So what is the dominance doing? Oh, I went to the wrong one. Yeah, the whole market's doing the same thing right now. It's a waiting game. I think we gotta wait for the FOMC and pretty much the weekly candle on Bitcoin to close. Damn, this thing's at, oh, it's still at 64. Still at the top. Oh, man. Hondo, did I go to the wrong one again? ORN. So are these coins about to fall off the table, or are they already? Is there anything moving right now? What is, oh, man, we looked at ACH today. It's because she's not doing anything, huh? ACH. Oh no. We drew the pattern. Where's Kura? Where's Kura at? Where's Kura and Slava? She told me not to draw the pattern on it. I told her I'm doing it anyway. We drew it and now she's dying. Not worried though. Still very bullish on ACH here. But coming back down. I cursed it. Dang it. Oh man. You can wait, no rush, still working and having you in the background. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to get to work. I'm getting tired of sitting around here. There won't be as many videos and streams, but something's got to give. But yeah, I appreciate the two, my man. OXT to the moon. I appreciate that. Yeah, as soon as I get back on my feet, I'll be subscribing to your channel, my man, just like you did for me. What's up, Randy? Yeah, Ash, I'm very bullish on ACH. Not only for whatever you just said, you know, for the tech or whatever you want to call it, but just the chart here. This is a very macro bullish chart in my opinion. Once the price gets squeezed, and whenever that's going to be, October, November, it's going to be right in here. November, and then it's just going to pop. One candle is going to get you a 20x. And then possibly $1 maybe. Just like Jasmine, I think Jasmine and ACH are going to have one last run. And then go into the bear market and die. Everyone's going to forget about them. All forgotten. Yeah, Dog with Hat's a good one too. Jasmine and Dog with Hat will pop. Yeah, I think if Jasmine breaks over the resistance level and Turbo pushes through the 618, that's pretty much going to tell us we're back, at least for now. What's up, Dave F? How you doing? Oh, there's Kura. Kura's in the house. Yeah, I drew that pattern on ACH, and now she's dropping. But there's nothing to worry about, in my opinion. As long as we're macro holding up, we're good. I mean, we could draw all we want on ACH, but there's, like I keep saying, there's really nothing to say. It's coming back down to the 236 here, so another chance to buy it at 22. ACH for the win. How long we've been here? 73 minutes. Only 20 people. Where'd everyone go? We had 30 people in here. Let me make sure I covered all the super chats. All right, we got them. Oh, you're half asleep. Just stop drawing. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stop drawing. Because they more likely they don't work out most of the time. The thing that has been working out, though, is us calling the macro bottoms. It's been surprising that these coins are bouncing. Not saying they can come right back down to where they came from, but Omni Network. Omni, another Coinbase coin. What does it look like? Yep, same exact thing going on. Just a mess here. Broke the trend and just completely died. We haven't looked at this one in a while. Yeah, broke the 786. Let's get that one off. Nope, wrong button. Dang, this thing came all the way down here. Yeah, what happened to this coin? Is it still on Coinbase? I guess it is. But it's doing the same thing that we've been watching on every coin. It just, especially the ones with the massive downtrends in play, like this one. Is it possibly setting up for a double bottom with a higher low? We will see. But we are seeing some of those happen. So we'll go from the low to the high. So you're holding the 236 or trying to right now at about 209, and then just go into the daily chart. We'll see if this no the bottom's in on this one. So 786 support. It's right on the 618. So this could be it over 205 and then 189. And if you hold 189 and you bounce back up, then that could tell us it's a double bottom with a higher low, and it could be bullish. Maybe I need to stop saying that too. Double bottom. Double bottoms for everyone. Just hand them out. High to the low, you're down below the 236 at 209. So there's a lot of different prices, but that's really all you can do. So short term, high, low, you have to get back over about 238, 237, 238, and then you can be bullish again. Until then, on the macro, you got to get over 524, 525. But yeah, this looks like Vara and so many other coins that just completely died. This is not on my list, and you can clearly see why. Same thing, did we ever look at Beam again? I didn't even want to look at Beam anymore. Did it ever move? No, it hasn't moved yet, so I could get back in if I had the money. Doesn't look horrible. Yeah, this thing low to the high hit the perfect 786 retracement. It's curling up. I still think Beam's going to run. It's just I don't have the money to buy it again. I know it's going to run. What's up, ATM? Crypto Analysis is still in the house. ATM, ICP. ICP. ICP's going to 200 bucks. Let's go out to the monthly. Wait, is this the right chart? Is that the bottom for ICP? Man, this thing has been dying for a long time. It looks like the bottom should be in. Low to the high. Yeah, you're right on the 786 support, so that should be it at 440. Time to go up. Up and to the right. So if you're ever bullish on ICP or wanting to add, not financial advice, but that would be your price. It looks like the bottom, and then bullish back over 236,382. So pretty much $10, and then you're bullish again. And then if you're lucky, I don't know, the ICP cult may shoot this thing to the moon. 75 bucks would be your 15 to 16x, and then 180 to $200 would be your 37 to 40x. Yeah, if I had ICP, I'd get out, which it is on my Coinbase list. 618, when it hits $75, I'm getting out if I'm in. What about Vine? Is Vine still on the bottom? Vine on the bottom. Vine. Come on. Yeah, if I remember correctly, wasn't Vine looking just like Beam and all these other coins? Yeah, I mean, it's looking like some of these meme coins that came down and they went sideways and then they just curled up. It doesn't look horrible. Higher highs and higher lows, curled up on the bottom. Yeah, Vine's another good one. Vine and Beam look like they're about to start moving up. I'm not saying they're going to blast out of here fast, but if alt season was to just start, then yeah, these coins would fly out of here, especially with this market structure they have. So not looking too bad. Once you get over 4.7, bottom is in, bullish over 7.4. And then 786 retracement to 25 is a 6.5x. And if you think this one's going to $1, which if people are going to buy this coin, I wouldn't put it out of the question. About $1.10 would be a 30x almost. But it has a good looking chart. Nothing happens with OXT or Elon. They will. Elon's going to be a one. If I could buy Elon again. Like I said, I had 10 grand in Elon at the beginning of last year. That was my biggest holding. But I'm glad I got out, I guess, because it didn't do anything. It is a meme coin for freedom of speech. Is it really? Well, then there you go. It may follow Chill Guy and start moving up. What's up, Slava? Welcome to the end of the live stream, my man. Swift coin. Yeah, Swift coin's in the same spot. Until you get over $1.50, it's not bullish. It's not doing anything. It hit the final 618 support. It held the macro support. But other than that, there's nothing really to say on it. It has to get over 1.5. It's going completely sideways here. Doesn't look horrible. It's just doing nothing. So 1.5 up to 1.6, and then you could be bullish. That's your high to the low 382. And I think your low to the high 382. But she's simply holding up very well. It's been doing nothing for a long time. It hit the macro bottom area at about 8.3. Low to the high 618, like I said. And it looks good. There's a lot of good targets on Swift coin here. So if Swift coin holds up to where it is, I don't see why it wouldn't hit $1. So Swift coin is, I wouldn't say a safe bet, but it's got more. I think it's more likely to hit $1. So it's more likely for this coin to do a 93, 94x from here. But will I hold to $1? No. 10 cents would be a 7x, 20 cents would be a 15x, and then 50 cents would be 37x, and then of course your dollar, $1.25. If it doesn't clearly break down and go this way. We got Silver, welcome to the Horde. I appreciate that. Wait, is that your first time being a member? I guess it is, huh? I appreciate that. All the support you give. You're also a moderator on several other crypto channels, seasoned veteran here. So Silver is the #1 contender for. I'll have to make that a poll. Who else is a contender for a mod? But yeah, I appreciate the membership. But yeah, I'll probably end this one at 7, and that way you can jump on, because you know what, let me go check something first. Let me go see if my brother's here. He's supposed to be here. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So what are we talking about? Yeah, cryptomyalysis can't be a mod because when we turn bullish, we're gonna be in competition with each other. We're both gonna be streaming at the same time. Um, so Silver, my man, you want to be a mod? Put you on probation and see how you do. I'm trying to see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, but we will. I know we don't have them yet, but you guys know they will pile in. It's happened before. We need a blue crew. What is a blue crew? Wait, what did you say? Add you as a standard moderator. All right, we got Silver as the first moderator here. I appreciate you being here all the time, my man. Just don't abuse the power I give you. How do we get back? Yeah, a moderator is just someone on the channel that can help you. Like when the chat's going crazy and stuff, they can spot people that are spamming or get rid of people that are talking or arguing or just, not positive energy on the channel. Yeah, how do I get this back up now? Yeah, I can't see the chat because this little banner's in the way. All right, I think I can see now. Oh, I didn't even see that. Who said something? I must have missed the chat. I didn't even see it. I can't even grab the little arrow to move because it says there's a banner in front of my thing saying Silver is a moderator now. Let me refresh because I don't know what's happening. But yeah, we'll probably cut this here at 7. I got something I got to do. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we got Ross back in the building. Yeah, you asked at the beginning of the stream, Ross, about PayPay going to 100x. It possibly could. Damn, where'd the chat go? All right, I got you, my man. You only banned for 10 seconds if someone making bad comments, but yeah, it's gonna come in handy when we actually do start going up because there's gonna be people coming in left and right. Yeah, and what did someone say earlier? I didn't even see them. Let me scroll back through the chat. What did they say? Negative something? Coming in here griping and complaining about nothing. Blue collar. Oh, I saw blue collar already. You like this channel because we gather daily? Yeah, I like you guys in here, but bye bye Lucas. Oh, it was Lucas. What do you say? Dude, this channel makes no sense. Just a guy doing Fibonacci extensions on charts. Ridiculous. Eh, some people just can't help. Yeah, see, just a random person that comes into the stream and then they have nothing negative, nothing but negativity to spread. But it's all good. It can't hurt me. I don't care. I know what we do here on the channel. I know. You know, we're not perfect, but we do it right. Yeah, I just read your comment. Yeah, he came in here making fun of all of us, huh? Yeah, they're risky, but you know, it just depends on which ones you buy. I don't even know where you could buy PayPay at. PayPay to the moon. But yeah, I think all these larger meme coins are due for a good move. All right, we're still here. But yeah, Pepe to the moon. It looks just like that coin we just looked at. What, Vine? These coins look like they're about to start running. And this one, just to get to a 1618 retracement, there's your 100x, pretty much. He's still paying you by watching you. Yeah. My only concern is we're gonna get someone in here one day or something, and they're gonna get timed out, and then they're gonna get upset, and they're gonna try to report the channel or do something stupid. Because you know, Crypto Meolysis, that happened to Vision. Didn't someone come in and bought Vision a bunch of subscribers? I believe I remember him saying that at one point. It shot him up like 10,000 subscribers in like a minute or something, or whatever it was. Crazy, crazy people out there. But it doesn't bother me. As long as they don't mess with my channel and you guys. You need another moderator, please. I don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone in the moderator office? What's up, Wyatt? Welcome back, my man. No, not Pepe. Pepe. This coin. It's probably not going to 100x, but it's a gamble. And it'll probably 30x up to the 1272 new high. Pepe to the moon. Oh, you can do that? That's nice, my man. Silver with the leave a tip link. Buy me a coffee. I appreciate that. Alright, but yeah. Alright, but yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here. We'll figure out another moderator. You can set rules for your moderators, so let you decide. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about Slava. Slava can get mouthy sometimes. Slava, my man. You've been here for a while and you've been good, but sometimes you can get out of control. I make Slava a moderator, all hell's gonna break loose. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you, my man Silver. I appreciate all you guys. And we'll leave it at that until tomorrow. We'll be back on tomorrow. Hopefully we can stream longer tomorrow. And let's see what happened. Yeah, the bots are all over my channel my videos. Oh, there you go. You got your little tool symbol. Yeah, where's everyone living at? It's raining here too. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And with that being said, as always, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.